Hello, world. Hello, success creators. How are you? Hey, success creators. Is anybody online or is that me watching? Is that me? If you're on here, just say something to me so I can know you're on here so we can get this show on the road. What's up? What's up? Let me share this out. Let me share it out. Let's see here. Okay. Make sure I can see everything, get everything together. Well, hello, success creators. It's Raven Shay, and today we're going to talk about elevation requires separation. Let me know if you're on here, where you're tuning from, and who it is. I can't really see anybody right now unless you say something to me and speak to me. So just let me know. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes until somebody get online. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes until somebody actually show up into the chat. Let's see here. Hey, 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 how are you? Okay, now I can see somebody. I couldn't see anybody at first. Uh, Cinched with Jolly. Hey, how are you? Did I say that right? Cinch with Jolly, Jolly, Jolly. Um, what's going on? I want to talk about elevation requires separation. So when we're actually Jay Lee, okay. Thank you for clearing that up because I sure did say that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jay Lee. But cinched, right? Cinched with Jay Lee. That's it. Tell me if I'm saying that right. um, elevation requires separation. Sometimes we could be connected to things and people that actually hold us back from going to our next level. Mindsets in particular. Some people who have the same thinking who are not growing their level of thinking. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. People who have certain mindsets, it can kind of stunt your growth when you're connected to those types of people. And when you're trying to grow, sometimes you have to separate yourself, probably not forever, but just until you try to get where you're going. So a lot of people don't know that this stuff is very serious and this stuff is very important when you go into a next level in life. You can't stay connected to everything that you were once connected to when you're growing. And especially if the other people or situations are not growing, it's time to separate, sometimes even isolate so that you can elevate. People don't know the importance of that. People think you can continue being around the same people, experiencing the same things, and tampering with the same mindsets and grow at the same time. You can't do both at the same time. You got to do one or the other. So when you're trying to grow to the next level, you're trying to grow your business, make more money, add another business onto your business so you can create multiple streams of income. Doing all that type of stuff, it's already hard enough doing that. So to stay connected to somebody who's not growing at all, it's going to be more frustrating in your journey. So sometimes it's best to just kind of disconnect for a little while, separate for a little while, get your growth going and your elevation, and then you can come back and reconnect if you choose to. Most of the time, you won't even choose to, because you'll realize that it's frustrating when other people are not really trying to do anything to level up. You'll see how frustrating it really is. But that's what I wanted to talk about. We're in an age to where we're in 2022, and we have nothing but opportunity, way more opportunities than we had back in the past. Way more opportunities today than we ever had before. And when people are not growing at all, you just got to separate. You got to separate and grow. You got to grow your brand. You got to grow. I mean, whatever it is you're trying to grow or expand, you could already have something, and you could be trying to expand to another level. You can, but some things actually weigh you down, and some people don't realize how they're being weighed down, and that's why it's so hard for you to get to the next chapter, because I'm telling you, it's serious business. Mindsets, your success or failure, is kind of attached to who you are connected with. You connect with a bunch of people who think like this, or are you connected with a bunch of people who think like this? It's only two different ways people are going to be thinking. They're going to be thinking on a lower level, or they're going to be thinking on a higher level. And whichever way they're thinking, if you attach to the majority of the people that think on the lower level, it's going to drag you down. If you connect with a bunch of people that think on a higher level, it's going to lift you up. And that's why connections are very important in this day and age. People don't realize how important it really is with connections. Your connections are very important, because if you stay connected to people or situations that are not growing or not developing, not producing any of that, when it's time for you, when you start growing and elevating and producing, what are you going to go into? Jealousy and envy. All you're going to have is jealousy and envy. Every time you say something talking about your wins, you bragging. You know what I mean? If you were connected with people who were winning, then it wouldn't be called bragging. It'll be called celebrating your success with each other. But when you connected to somebody who ain't growing, they not moving forward, they not progressing, they not pushing, then when you say something about a win, it's bragging. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of really pay attention to your surroundings and pay attention to your circle if you're ready to grow and elevate and move to the next level. Pay attention to your surroundings, because it's very important to know that sometimes you might have to separate from certain mindsets. Not from that person altogether. You can separate, grow your business, and then talk to them every now and then. But when you come back to talk to them, you're going to realize, mm, that's what you're going to be like. Mm, mm, mm. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I like you. It's just really, 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 really imperative to understand who you're connected with in this season. Because in this season, what you're trying to do, you're trying to stay on the same level that you're on, or you're trying to go to the next level. Everybody, no matter what level they on, should be growing to the next level. Everybody should be growing to the next level, or trying to grow to the next level, expanding some type of way, multiplying some type of way, increasing some type of way. If somebody is stagnant and staying still and not moving at all, it's a problem. Mindsets not growing, no books being read, no courses being taken, no investments being talked about, nothing. That's stagnation. And then when people are stagnant, they stunt your growth. If you allow them to be in your ear all the time, and you listening to what they say, faith come by hearing. If faith comes by hearing, the good stuff come by hearing too. The negative stuff come by hearing too. It's not just the good stuff. If faith come by hearing, you could hear negative stuff and be deflated because of the words that people are speaking, and that the way that you're hearing negativity, toxic energy, all of that type of stuff. You could develop faith in that too. It's not just one way. The good stuff is faith. No, all of that plays a part in how you are actually growing and succeeding in your life and elevating. So take in account the people and situations you put yourself in, especially if you're in a season where you close, you almost at your breakthrough. All you gotta do is kick the door in. You almost there. Really take into account who you're surrounded with, because that's very important. I got this masterclass coming up And if you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and check the masterclass out. It's coming up on the 28th. And the early birds get a special discount. And if you're not an early bird, you're not, I don't even know if it's still up, but you'll have to check and see on the page and see if it's still up. But check out the masterclass if you want to grow your business on social media, turn your content into profit and grow. I was specifically talking about YouTube and Facebook profit, YouTube profits. And hey, Josh Hawkins, thank you so much. Oh yeah, I'm putting in the work because YouTube profits. The only thing I'm talking about in the masterclass is going to be strictly YouTube profit and Facebook profits. Now, I teach people what I teach people is how to turn their content into profits, and we do other things too, but we utilize our platforms of YouTube and Facebook. Now, some people utilize TikTok too. I'm monetized with TikTok as well, but the main two right now, and it just depends on what type of business you have and what you got going. But the main two for me is Facebook and YouTube. And then TikTok, you just have to learn how to work your platforms and how to use the platforms to your benefit for your business that you're growing. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how we have to be very cautious of our surroundings and who we connect ourselves with. You connecting with people on the higher level, they can bring you up. People on a higher level is not going to bring you down. They're not going to drag you down. People on a lower level with that lower level thinking, that's going to deflate you and that's going to bring you down. Will you do hands-on editing tutorial? I need help with transition with editing reels on Facebook. Oh, okay. So look, with those type of tutorials, I really don't do those type of tutorials because have you seen my reels? I don't do a whole bunch of transition and all that type of stuff in the first place. I don't really do the I might can come up with an editing tutorial, but that's not what this masterclass is going to be about. This masterclass is going to be about making money. You know what I mean? Like not the techie, not all of that type of stuff, but more so making positioning yourself to make money with different companies and making money with affiliate marketing, lead generation, and referrals, and utilizing the platforms to do so. So not really technical, like not really doing the transition and stuff, because my stuff, I don't do a lot of transitions in mine. I might do I use InShot. Is that what I use? I use InShot. Um the app that I use to do my videos, because you want to you want to repurpose your content on all platforms. So I use InShot to do mine. I don't have no whole bunch of transitions and all that type of stuff going. They got the stuff to do it, but I don't do all that. My stuff ain't like my stuff ain't. I like to make money online. I like to make money. All that other stuff, that's like bells and whistles. We call those in the world that we're in, we call that stuff bells and whistles. I don't use a lot of bells and whistles. I might transition and use the fade in, fade out. Sometimes I ain't doing all that. So now I can't. That's not what I'm gonna be talking about in the master class. So I'm glad you asked too, because I need you to know what we're gonna be getting, what you gonna get in the master class. Okay, I'll put the it's let me put it in here. So what I'm talking about more so is how to make money online from the social media platform. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put it in here right now. You know I can't walk and chew gum, so let me try to let me try to master class. So I got my it's cold. I went walking a second ago and I went live on Facebook. And so then after I couldn't go live on both platforms at the same time because I was out walking and just on my phone. So I couldn't connect all my app and all that type of stuff. So now I had to come back. And I went walking out and got my exercise in. See, I'm trying to multitask and kill all my birds in one stone. So I went walking. I said, I'm gonna get back on my health and wellness journey. So I need to go walking, get my steps in, and then while I'm going walking, I'm gonna go ahead and get a live in. So I went live on Facebook at the time when I was going live. Then when I got back, I said, let me go live on YouTube and show up on that platform as well. So I'm utilizing both platforms. And but when I got in, it was cold in here, so I said, let me put my, how old people do. We got to have our little shawl on, little blanket on, and all that kind of stuff. But This chat is about our elevation requires separation, and sometimes we have to. I don't know how long you've been watching uh Bobby Jean Lane TV, or oh yeah, since with Jay Lee been here since the beginning, but I'm just talking about how elevation requires separation, and you can't stay connected to the same people or situations sometimes. Now it just depends on, but you know when something is bringing you down. You know how it feels when somebody's bringing you down. You know the negativity, people speaking doubt, people speaking they don't feel like it can be done. You don't need that kind of stuff at a time like this. At a time like this, when you're trying to grow, all you need to be around is people who are growing or trying to grow the same way or already there. Either they already 6, 7, 8 figure earners, or they trying to get there, or y'all in the same. Do you think going live will help me get more followers on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram? Yes, I do. I do think it'll help you get more followers, because um, when you go live, people can get a sense of who you are. You know what I mean? So when you go live and people start finding you, people get a sense of who you are, and then they get a sense of, if you cool or if you laid back, if you real, if you faking it, if you only talking this way, if you people get a feel for that. And the more people get a feel for you, you're gonna attract whoever you supposed to attract. Not everybody, because everybody ain't your person, but whoever you supposed to attract, that's who you gonna attract. So it does help to go live. So I mean, yeah, I would go live on every single. Now it helps your page in general. It helps your page in general, but it also helps with your connections. You want to go live for the connection, because we not meeting at Starbucks like we used to meet back in the day. So give people you. You know what I mean? Like, give people you, and do as much as you can by giving the people. Your live is for the people. When you go live, it's not really for the algorithm per se, but it does help, I guess. But it's for you and your connections with the people. You want people to know, like, and trust you. You want people to have access to you. So that's why I'm actually showing up live more. You could just post a video sometimes. You could just do this and do that. But when you show up live, and then you can engage with the people, they can ask the questions at the time. That helps. That helps with it, just whatever you're doing. And I don't know actually what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, it's gonna help. That's why I'm doing it more, because it actually helps. I want people to know me. I don't want people calling me for nothing. I don't want people wasting my time. I don't want people uh schedule. If you want to talk, you're gonna schedule a consultation like everybody else. But I do want to show up for the people who are actually serious, and just, that want to know I'm there. That's who I'm here for. So it'll help your page in general on all the platforms. I just always suggest people find the platforms that work best for their business. Because showing up everywhere doesn't mean everything is good for your particular business. I use Instagram and I use TikTok, but I use TikTok for my fun. It's just like my fun platform. And then I use it in a different way. And then I use Facebook. I've been there forever. I use that in a different way. And then YouTube is a different, everything is kind of different, because I know how the platforms actually work. LinkedIn, I don't really use LinkedIn at all, because the types of people that I'm supposed to reach, my people ain't really on like LinkedIn, but I'm over there because of branding. I have my page over there. I do my work over there every now and then just to keep it active over there, but I'm not really on. So you got to just know your platforms. That's, as long as you know your platforms and what you got to offer, you can work one platform and be effective. You can work one platform at a time and become a master of that particular platform and be effective. If you want to work two, just as long as you can be effective in the two. But working 5 and 10 platforms at the same time, that's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot. But whatever works for you. But yeah, going live, just to answer your question, going live does help. Oh, thank you so much. Um, Let me see. Who else? Is anybody else got any questions? Um, so when I sometimes, okay, so even when I say separation require, elevation requires separation, sometimes it's not intentional that people are bringing you down. Sometimes people are bringing you down. It doesn't mean that they're trying to bring you down. It may be that that's just how they are. When you say you had friends or something, or you had family or whatever you had, and they gossip, or they always talking about people, or they always talking about the whatever, whatever. When you start growing, I can't reach my book, and you start reading book. Thank you, Cinch. With Jay Lee. Thank you so much. When um when you start growing and you reading your books, you writing your vision, you making it plain, you putting your stuff in your planner, you know what I'm saying, you creating your success, you manifesting stuff. When you start talking to certain people, it may be family, it may be friends or whatever, they still talking about the same thing. They talking about stuff that y'all talked about in high school. They talking about stuff and people. They looking at, they doing stuff that y'all done years ago, maybe. Maybe you ain't never done it, because me, I ain't never just been that type of person, but maybe you accepted it a little bit better back in the day. But now you're on a different level in life, and you not trying to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear this nonsense. It's nonsense at this point. You got books to read. These books is this thick. You reading books this thick. You reading 4 or 5 different books. You trying to grow your business here. You got another book over here. You reading about mindset. You reading Think and Grow Rich. You reading how successful people think. You reading Produced by Faith. You reading all of these books. You can tell when these people ain't been reading at all, and it starts to get frustrating. They still them, but you growing. So it becomes a friction, because the frustration comes when somebody's not growing and you trying to grow, and when they speak, it's like you can tell a level that a person on by the language that they speak. So if you talk on the phone to a 4 or 5 year old right now, or 6 year old, or however old they be when they in kindergarten, you could tell that they a kid. You can tell. You can get on the telephone. If you get on the telephone with me and you talk to me, you can tell I'm an adult. If you get on the phone with a 4 or 5 year old, you could tell that they're around that age. They still talking about their ABCs and spelling CAT and DOG. That's the level that they on, because of the language that they speaking. You don't have to see them to know that they in kindergarten or first grade or whatever. You don't have to see them to know, because they saying, "Oh, I can spell cat, CAT. I can spell dog, nanny boo boo." You can't spell dog. I can spell dog. Now it's they kids. They on their level. When you start talking to adults and they sound like that, the language that they speaking, the gossiping, the talking, saying stuff about, it stuff starts feeling like kindergarten and first grade type of stuff. It it brings you down. You know what I mean? It slows you down, because negativity slows you down. Positivity speeds you up. So as much as you can, you want to connect yourself with people that are doing positive things. You may fall out with people that's doing positive things. You may have an argument or a debate with somebody that's doing something positive, but it's not the same level of, you're not going down. You just having a debate with somebody it's a different ball game. Now, if I'm gonna get into an argument, I'm gonna get into an argument with a millionaire. If I'm gonna get into an argument, I'm gonna get into an argument with somebody that's on a billionaire or millionaire status. We gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with somebody that ain't growing at all. I just can't. I can't do that. I'm not gonna sit up and do all this and do all of that. Oh, thank you, Josh. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that, because it's levels. And if you're trying to grow to the next level, it's a lot of things that people want to do. They don't know how to do it, and they don't know who to do it with. You got to connect with people on a different level. You can't still be connected to all the same stuff that you was once connected to and expect to grow if you ain't never grew. You ain't never grew. You've been living 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, whatever, however long you've been living. You ain't grew yet. You think still doing the same thing is going to have you growing? No, it's not. You gotta disconnect sometimes. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but I'm just saying disconnect, and then you got to connect with people who are doing, similar things. Or it don't have to be the same thing. You don't have to be in my business. You don't have to be in doing what I do to connect with me, because we have a similar mindset. This person over here got a whole catering company. This person over here doing real estate. This person over here doing credit repair. This person over here doing insurance. I'm doing referrals. But we connect because we all have a certain mindset of elevation. This person over here ain't doing nothing but gossiping. Ooh, did you hear what they said? Ooh, did you see what she had on? Ooh, did you see? That's not what you want in a season like this. And the stuff gets irritating. When you hear it, it gets irritating. So that's what you want to think about when you grow in your business and growing to the next level. Think about your connections and think about um, how to get yourself in a position and start reading your books and start communicating. I mean, some people may already be doing this, but sometimes you just got to say it out loud. Sometimes I got to remind myself now, sometimes you could think this is a good idea. This ain't always a good idea to reconnect. You can't reconnect with the past all the time. If I reconnect with somebody from the past and then it takes me 2 minutes to realize, oops, I done made a mistake. I'm gonna have to unmeet you again. I met you, I reconnected with you. I'm finna unmeet you again because you ain't moved no further. You ain't moved no further with your mindset, not with your materialistic stuff. That's nothing. Nothing. Broke people talk about materialistic stuff and associate success with materials. That's not how rich people operate. Rich people don't operate and associate success with materialistic stuff. You don't say just because a person driving a Benz or a BMW or anything that's that's the only thing that equates to success. That's not what they do. They can see mindsets, they can see potential, they can see hustle, they can see ambition, they can see drive, they can see a business work ethic, they can see all that before you even manifest that Porsche Panamera, before you even manifest that Lexus or that Benz, whatever it is that you want, before you even manifest it, the right people, the millionaire mindset, the people that's already manifesting their money, they can see that stuff a mile away. Oh, you finna get this. All you got to do is keep going at it. Those are the type of people that I've been connected to since 2005. I've been meeting those type of people since way before I had my businesses, but I was so brand new that I had to have those kind of people in my like-minded people. Thank you very much, Bobby Jean. Um, yeah, like-minded people. People could see stuff in you before you manifest whatever your millions. People can see stuff in you. So you want to be around those people that can see stuff in you. I remember when I was talking to one of my friends that was doing real estate years ago. This was like maybe 05, 06. I was braiding her. No. I had finished braiding her. I wasn't braiding her no more, but I had just got on the internet. So I was on the internet and I had built my first, well, I had been building websites for people, but I had built my first salon directory. I had a salon locator and I was building, and I was promoting for salons and barbershops all over. It was just my salon directory. I had a magazine and all this type of stuff. And I was connected with people that I had started being in the presence of people with their own shoe stores in the mall and real estate, catering company, all this type of stuff, trucking companies, all this. And I was asking one of my real estate friends, I was like, how much? I'm asking somebody else because I don't know. When you knew like that, you don't even know what to shoot for. I didn't even know what to shoot for. I'm saying, how much you think I can make in a month? I ain't gonna never forget. I was saying, first I said, how much do you think? I said, how much you make a month? And then so he said, because when people making money, they ain't tripping. He said, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I make about 50K a month. I knew that to be true. I mean, he was, but it fluctuates, but about 50 at the lowest, 50K a month. I was like, how much you think I can make a month? And he said, I think you can make 30K a month. I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Now, if you ask somebody that ain't making but 2K a month, how much do they think you can make? Or how much do they even want to make? They gonna say, I want to make 5K or I want to make 3K. That's what they going because they right here. If you ask somebody up here how much you think they can make, how much they think you can make, they gonna say up here, something you wasn't even thinking. I'm thinking more like 10, you know what I mean? Or something like that. But so it's always good to be associated with people that can help you level up in your thinking. People can help you level up in your thinking. Then you have to rise to the occasion. But people can bring you down in your thinking too. You start telling somebody that's okay with this, that you want this. Now you doing too much. Now you bragging. Now you doing this, and now you think you all that. And now because of the association. So you got to really make sure you watch your surroundings. I ain't gonna preach all night, but I'm just saying I wanted to get over here and say that. And the masterclass, I done already put the link up. It's not about the techie stuff, the technical stuff. I don't even know how to do the technical stuff. I like to teach people. See, what works on the internet across anything is the fundamentals. The fundamentals is what makes the money. All the bells and whistles and the shiny objects and all that type of stuff, that stuff is good. But when I talk about stuff, I'm talking about how we gonna do it with this affiliate marketing, how we gonna do it with lead generation, and how we gonna do it with referrals, how we gonna connect this stuff, and how we gonna make it work through the platforms, the social media platforms, but how we gonna build our own brand and business to last. I ain't talking about no techie stuff. I barely can get my mic working sometime. I barely can get, I got 3, 4 mics around here just in case one ain't working at the time I go live. I ain't got time to try to figure all that stuff out. I'm not the techie person. Now I might do some videos later on about how to Photoshop, and because I've been doing websites and graphics all, the whole time since 2001. I've been doing websites and graphics. I might do something like that later, but this masterclass is for, we gonna grow businesses, we gonna grow brands, we gonna learn how to get this YouTube going and get the stuff that really matters. That's what we're gonna talk about in the masterclass. So I'm glad that she asked that question, because I don't want people getting in thinking that it's gonna be this when it's not gonna be that. We're not talking about none of that. You can figure that out. I can figure that out along the way. My videos, I don't even have to do all of that in my videos to make all them extra. The video ain't, but my videos don't be but 10, 11 seconds. I don't even use the whole, I be seeing people on there arguing, um, oh, so I ain't got 60 seconds. I can only get 30 seconds. I can't get 60 seconds. Why these people got 60 seconds and I ain't got but 30 seconds? And I'm like, who needs 30 seconds? Who needs a whole 30? You arguing about something that don't matter to me. None of that matters to me. I don't need 30 seconds. I don't even need 60. I sure don't need 60 seconds. I don't need 30 seconds. And you arguing because this person got 60 seconds and you ain't got but 30 seconds. What are you doing in the whole 30 seconds? I need 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. That's what I need. I don't need all that other stuff. So I ain't got time to be doing all these transitions and all that other stuff. I don't have time for it. Now, I probably would if mine don't work like that though, because I do referrals. So mine, I ain't got to carry on like that. I don't do like, it just depends on what niche you in. Certain niches, you in comedy or you doing some kind of, I don't know what you could be doing to need all these transitions, but I ain't finna try to figure all that out. You got to go somewhere to the people that I might take the class myself of trying to learn how to do all them transitions. But I ain't got time to do all that, because this part that we doing is way more important. This part is, we gonna figure out how to make this turn into that. We gonna turn content into profits, and then we can work on all that other stuff, the bells and whistles. We work on that later. But since I've been doing the internet so long, like back when you remember when the artist was really popping back in the day, or like 06, 07, they have them artists, the rappers and stuff, they had on websites, and they have all that music playing on their websites back in the day. They have the whole video playing on I mean, a whole bunch of stuff be going, a lot of flash. They called it flash back then. People was having all that flash on their website, and all this stuff was going on people's website. You could tell when an artist just came out. All that flash and stuff didn't do nothing but slow people's computer down. It didn't, it looked good. There was a lot of bells and whistles, but it didn't do nothing but slow people. People can't even load the doggone site. There's so much going on the site when you first try to open it up. You got all this stuff. You got a whole video playing with somebody trying to open up your page. People can't see it. So way back then, I learned that the basic, I mean, it could look nice, but the basic stuff is what converts the best when it comes down to the type of stuff that I do. Simple works. And all that extra stuff, when it starts getting too complex and complicated, the more it's not going to work. So I try to keep everything on that scale of simplicity. It makes the most difference, and it works the best. And then you want to try some stuff and you want to do all that other stuff. But I'm just saying that's how I do it. So that's kind of why I don't even think about certain things. Just so you'll know how I think about it. I don't even think about that kind of stuff. Oh, I got to do a transition. I got to flip around and do this and do that. Man, I do it like every now and then on a TikTok video. I might put a little thing in there and do something and just play around with some stuff, my stuff be coming out. It don't look, and I just put it on up anyway. That's the way I put it up. But yeah, I don't play around. I'm not really. I'm just not the techie person anyway. So I try to stay in my lane. That's what I do. I just try to stay on in my lane. But oh yeah, I was trying this little thing, this little backdrop thing on my YouTube. I tried this little backdrop thing just to see how it looked. I like the little couch and the little piano and all that type of stuff. But I was just trying something different because give a different look and a different vibe. You know how it go. So if anything else y'all want to talk about before I retire for the night, I just wanted to get on here and check in with y'all and see how y'all were doing and tell you to that elevation requires separation. Not all the time. I'm not saying all the time, and I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying sometimes you just got to think about it. If you starting to get deflated or you starting to get depleted, okay. If you register at rayvonshay.com/masterclass, let me. I had to put it in here again. People got to stop talking when they trying to type because we can't. We done messed up and spelled it wrong. Okay, /masterclass. What type of okay, and everything after you register, then it will be. Did I put that in there right? Nope, I didn't put it in there right. I need to put the S on it. Hold on. May the 28th. May the 28th at 1:00 p.m. Masterclass. Is that a Saturday? I think it's a Saturday. So it'll be at 1:00 p.m. on May the 28th. And what I do is it's delivered in on this on this YouTube right here, just like this. Well, not with this background, of course, just like this. But it's not going to be a Zoom. It's going to be just like this, except it's going to be a private link to where only the people that register is going to get access to the link. So even though it's going to be on YouTube, everybody's not going to be able to see it because it's an unlisted link, and only the people I'm going to send the link out around the 25th or the 26th, and then you will get the link, and then that's how you will log on. So you ain't got to worry about registering, doing no Zoom and all that other kind of stuff. You're going to be able to do it right here. It's just that everybody won't be able to have access to it. So only the people that register is going to have access to it. And I did that for a reason. I want it to be simple. I want everybody to be able to get in. I want everybody to be able to get focused and laser focused. Don't have to do no extra logging in or anything. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. And I am going to start going live way more often, and especially since I'm back to my workout. I'm trying my best to be back to my workout. Let me see how long that lasts. But I'm trying to go live more often. At least if I can go live twice a week, then that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna try. But once you get on my mailing list, then you'll have access to me. I'll be able to send out emails. But I'm really so busy putting the content together for the master class. I don't send out a bunch of emails in the first place, but when I send out an email, you'll get it because you're already on my list after you register. And so now we talking about making money online. That's my specific thing is to help people with affiliate marketing, lead generation, and referrals. Those are my three main topics. And then my main platforms are YouTube and Facebook. And then TikTok is okay, but I use TikTok more for my fun. I have made money on TikTok and I am monetized with TikTok, but I use it more because I like to have a good time and I'm more of a I like to have fun, and those are my people when it's time to have fun. You know what I mean? But so that's kind of why I cover those topics and keep it the way I keep it. So as long as you know what you're getting before you get it, because I want everybody to get the understanding that they need to grow online businesses and maximize their profits and start scaling and expanding. You know what I mean? That's what I want. And then after we do, oh yeah, I forgot. Thank you, O to the moon. You know what? I never think to say none of that. Okay, y'all click the like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. Y'all, thank y'all. Look out for me because I don't know how to do all that. I done told you I ain't the techie person. I be forgetting to say click the like button. Thank you so much for saying that. Y'all, O to the moon. You know what? I'm glad you was over here because I wouldn't have ever said it at all. I wouldn't have ever said click the like button because I don't never remember to say nothing like that. Y'all click the like button. Click the like button. Share the video with your friends. What else am I supposed to say? Turn your notification bell on. What else am I supposed to say? Um, no, YouTube and Facebook are my two platforms that I'm gonna discuss. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, the only two platforms that I'm gonna because I want to stay focused on what's making the most sense right now, and then I don't want to do when you specialize in everything, you really specializing in nothing type of thing. So I want to make sure that we understand the main thing. Now, like I'm not an expert in Instagram, so I ain't really gonna cover Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I gotta cover what I know that works, and then when I cover what I know that works, I can go all in with what I know that works. So I'm on Instagram and I got like what 5,000 I think followers on Instagram. I don't use Instagram every day. I don't post on Instagram every day. I don't go live on Instagram at all. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit up and you got to talk about the things that you actually know, that you actually do, what converts and what makes the money for you. That's what I'm talking about. What how I make money, what I'm doing to make money. This is what I'm gonna teach. You got to learn, do, and teach. I done learned it, I done done it. I'm teaching what I do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna a lot of people get on here and they try to teach you some stuff and they try to teach you stuff and they really ain't even done it themselves. I don't get on here and play like that. So I'm glad y'all asked these questions because if y'all ask the questions, I want you to know what you're getting. And I don't want you signing up if you're not going to get what you need out of it. I don't even want you signing up. I want to give people, but you got to know that right now, in the time we in right now, Facebook and YouTube are the two main platforms to learn. If you're going to learn anything, you need to be really focused and dialed in and honed in on these two platforms. Now, if you want to jump over on TikTok, it's good over on TikTok, but let me see how can I put this. It's just a different depends on what you have to sell when it comes down to TikTok. It just depends on your what you got to sell. The quality of traffic is different. You got different types of quality of traffic. You got you know what I mean? You got different types of quality of traffic and you got different things that can be sold. I done bought so much stuff off TikTok. I done bought hula hoops. You know what I mean? Like you it just depends on what you got for sale, what your offer is. And then you kind of know how to do your platform. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Okay, and then when you get through registering, you can tell me right now what type of if you want to tell me now, or you want to wait till after you register to tell me your niche that you in. And then I keep looking over here because this is my computer over here, and then I'm in looking at my camera right here. But if you want to tell me what niche you in, so I can kind of already know. But YouTube is where you want to position yourself for your long term money. With your long term money, you want to position yourself, even though it takes a little bit longer, it takes a little bit harder work. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. That's why you know this is where you want to position yourself. Because it takes a little bit more work, because it's a little bit harder to get involved, because of this and because of that, that's how you know that this is a lucrative platform. So once you get positioned and once you get monetized and once you get everything in place and know how to work it, then you it's gonna be beneficial. Now, Facebook, on the other hand, is though it pays a little bit sooner and faster, but it's not you can't really just guarantee nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's not it's your social media, so you can't really guarantee nothing. But if you combine the two and you work them both like you're supposed to work them, that's how you're gonna make your have everything going the way you need it to go. And you give yourself 6 months to a year or whatever you need. You give yourself some time to make it happen, along with what you already doing. You can't do number one. That's why we ain't talking about 15 million platforms at the same time. I can't talk about Twitter. I can't talk about LinkedIn like that. I can't talk about Instagram like that. I mean, I could do a whole thing on Instagram if I wanted to, if I really believe that that's what it, you know what I mean? I could do a whole thing on it, but I know where we going. I already know where we going. So why would I talk about that? They just dropped, they had just like Facebook came out with the Reels program. Instagram already had the Reels program. They done dropped. they dropping stuff. They dropping the rates. They dropping all of this type of stuff. They making it harder for people to get views when it's a lot of things going on. The reason why I don't discuss it. So it's not that it's bad. It's just that I ain't got time to focus on certain things because I know what works the best. So you know what I mean? So once you focus on what works the best, you don't have to focus on a lot of different things when you focus on what's really working the best. And I'm just explaining the reason why I don't cover all topics. So I want to stick with the topics that, like I tell people all the time, when you go to a clinic, the clinic can hear what you got: knee problem, you got this, your back hurt, your neck hurt, your head hurt. They're gonna give you some medicine, they're gonna issue you some medicine. But when it's something deeper and when it's something that they can't handle, what they gonna do? They're gonna recommend you to a specialist. They're gonna recommend you to a surgeon or somebody that specializes in something that they help with. The general doctor speak, they do everything. Your arm hurting, they're gonna give you some pills for that. Your neck hurting, they're gonna give you something for that. Your head hurt. But guess what? When something is deeper, when they need something more, they're gonna recommend you to the specialist. The specialist specializes in that area. They don't cover every single area. When this is happening, that's when you come to me. So that's what I kind of like to do in all of my businesses. I like to specialize in something. You make more money when you specialize in whatever it is that you do. So that's kind of why I stick to certain topics. I like to specialize. If you ever caught me online, you would know mukbang content and I monetize. Oh, okay. See with the mukbang. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about some stuff. Okay, the first thing, mukbang content. I mean, it is a huge niche for that. Is that the only content? I mean, is that the only content that you do? Are you willing to do other things, or is that just the only thing that you like to do, or is it just the only thing that you know to do, or what is it? Is that just how did you get into that? I know people do it and everything, but I'm just saying, how did you end up doing that? I ain't never met nobody that did it. I mean, not in real life, mukbang content, but I see people do it all the time. Well, we will have some solutions for that. See, okay, we're gonna discuss this more in the master class, but I'm just gonna give you a general idea. Um, According to your niche, on when you come on, you monetize with YouTube, but according to your niche is how you get paid. Certain niches, they get paid a little bit per thousand views. Other niches get paid a, $1 to $3 per thousand views. Other niches may get $2 to $5 per thousand views. Some niches may get $20 to $50 per thousand views. It all depends on your niche when it comes down to YouTube. So if you already monetize, you already know what I'm saying, because your niche that you in is not really the highest paying niche in the whole wide world. You know what I mean? So if you only depending on the per thousand views, and you only getting paid per thousand views, the niche comedy type of niches, like say for instance comedy, the comedy niches and the recipes and stuff like this, they the reason why comedy, the people in comedy and prank channels and stuff, the reason why they make a lot of money is because they get so many views. They don't get a lot of money per thousand views. They get millions and millions and millions of views. And then some niches, like say for instance the finance niche, they may not get millions and millions and millions of views, but they make so much money per thousand views, it equates to about the same. Well, it's gonna always be more in certain niches than it is other. So it depends on your niche. It depends on where people are watching from. It depends on a lot of things when it comes down to your content on YouTube. That's why you have to know how to do certain things on YouTube and how to research and do your studies and all of that type of stuff. And then you got to make your decisions accordingly. And I recommend doing that type of stuff when you first start out. That way you'll just kind of know what you're getting into, and then how to turn it into cash. If you even, this is what I like to do and this is what I'm gonna do, but how I'm gonna monetize it, this and this, you know what I mean? So that's how you got to figure out How am I going to monetize what I'm doing? Because this don't pay that much per thousand views. This may pay, you know what I mean? That's how you have to start thinking about it. And then we can kind of help figure out. Okay, see, it's a lot of yes. Okay, so look, when it comes to blogging, I mean, I don't want to say everything, but I got you. I got you. I'm gonna tell you why the things are happening the way it's happening, and then we're gonna try to figure out how to get something else going on top of it. You can keep doing what you love to do. You can keep doing what you love to do, but let's figure out how to add a good way to monetize the content. Because when it comes to vlogging, a lot of times we vlog too early in our business. It's like, almost like being an author and writing a book. You an author, like I'm just talking about in general. Like let's say I decided I wrote a book long time ago. I didn't release it. Why? I didn't release it because don't nobody know me to be trying to buy my book. Nobody cares about me. Who am I? Nobody has heard of me. Nobody knows me. Who's going to buy my book besides my family and friends? After you get a certain amount of recognition and people know you and they already you have a community built because you done built your brand up and you got millions of viewers and millions of followers, that's when you release certain things about your business. That's when you release your vlogs and that's when you release certain things. So until then, you got to kind of try to learn how to monetize. Even you can still have your fun and stuff, but you just got to know certain things don't equate to certain types of money because of you in the wrong phases. You're doing certain things in different phases. So, hey Regina, how are you? Um, so that's kind of what that's the stuff that we're not gonna talk about this stuff in the masterclass, but I'm telling you, I'm teaching people how to monetize their content in the masterclass, and we just have to figure out how we can make it all work together. But that's kind of stuff we wants to learn how to make money with the stuff that we doing. You don't want to get online and be working for free. Yes, yes, I know you do. Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. But I'm saying like really making good. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm talking about. Because everybody, when you get monetized and you hit your goals, you're gonna automatically get monetized for hitting your 4,000 hours and your 1,000 hours. I mean your 1,000 subscribers. You're gonna automatically be monetized. But it's a way that we can monetize even on top of being monetized. Sometimes, yeah, the you know what it does break your views and stuff like that. A person looking cute and all that kind of stuff. It does. That's why I'm exercising now. That's why I'm exercising. I got to be cute on my videos. So that's why I'm back to walking and exercising and doing everything I need to do. But yeah, that's good. That's good. So if you wanna if it's something that you wanna think about, just know that I talk about more so lead generation. And yeah, I do too. I see a lot of shorts and stuff like that. But I talk about lead generation, referrals, and affiliate marketing and combining it with your all the stuff that you got going and just picking the right stuff to put in there and add in there with your stuff that you got going. And then it ain't gonna be no stopping. You know what I mean? Because you combine that with what you already got, it ain't gonna do nothing but take you to another level. You know what I mean? Like we can already be making this amount, you know what I mean, whatever the amount be. But then when you combine it with something else that's solid, then guess what? It's a done deal. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So there. Okay. So yeah, Regina done joined in, but you know what? She done joined in late. I'm gonna get ready to get off. But if you want to watch the replay, you can watch the replay and stuff like that. But I was glad that y'all tuned in. I'm so happy that y'all tuned in. And and I'm late. I'm actually late on YouTube. I'm just now starting to even do my YouTube channel. I've been having my YouTube channel, but I ain't been doing this because I got other stuff that I'll do. But I'm here for when I do my YouTube channel, I'm just now saying, okay, I'm gonna focus on this. Okay, thank you, Regina. Yeah, because you go, yeah, watch this replay and come in and do all that type of stuff you want to do with the replay. But I'm just now laser focusing in on my YouTube channel. I've been having a YouTube channel forever. I mean, like when YouTube first came out, I guess I don't remember, but I've been having my channel forever. But I had my channel before they even had requirements, before they had the 1,000 hours, and before they had the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. They didn't have that back in the day. And then, but I wasn't using my YouTube channel for anything. I was just putting videos out every now and again. I do braids and I just throw a video out there. I do some graphics, I throw a video out. I wasn't really utilizing my YouTube channel because I use my website and stuff like that. What am I supposed to talk about? I done talked about everything. What else am I supposed to say? Okay, click like, everybody. Don't forget to click like. Smash the like button. Let's see what else. Share it with your friends. It helps me get into the algorithm. Let me see what else. What else am I supposed to say? Oh, thank you, Bobby Jean Lane TV. Okay, so and then let's see. What else am I supposed to say? I can't. Okay, click like. Oh yeah, turn on your notifications so you'll get a notification when I go live. And then let me see. Please pin my masterclass link. How do I do that? Now see, here you go with this old techie stuff. Here you go with this old techie stuff again. Let me try to pin. Okay, so how do I pin? Okay, so let's see. Look at this. I'm just now seeing this over here. Okay. I don't know how to pin. Well, okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me pin the right one. Y'all give me a little time. Y'all know I ain't the techie person. Pin message. Oh, look at me. Okay, click like and subscribe. Okay, he said click like. Okay, here we go. Phew, y'all got me working over here. Oh, okay. But yeah, so y'all, you got to be one of my mods to help me do all this kind of stuff. I got all this stuff going on. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. And oh, let me see. Pin the masterclass. Did I pin the masterclass link? It should be at the top. Or wherever it should be. Hold on, let me see. Did y'all see my masterclass link? Let me try something. I I don't know where the masterclass link went to. Oh, here you go. I pinned it. I think I pinned it, and then it looked like it went to the top somewhere. But that's it. That's all. I just want you to be aware of your surroundings and always make sure that you're connected with good positive energy. Everybody's gonna have disagreements. Everybody gonna fall out with everybody. Make sure you're falling out with the right mindsets. That way, when you fall out, it won't lead to disrespect. It won't lead to all this extra stuff. When you fall out, you're just gonna fall out. The worst thing can happen is y'all gonna hang up in each other's face, but y'all will be talking tomorrow because y'all got the same mindset of making millions, making billions, making whatever you're trying to make, six figures, whatever it is that you going for. If you connect with people with on that same mindset, the arguments won't even be that bad. You know what I mean? The arguments won't even lead to too much of nothing because guess what? Y'all got business to take care of. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So the fallouts ain't even the same. So that's the kind of stuff that that I was wanting to discuss in this video. And thank you so much for helping me out. Hold to the moon. Oh, it's pinned. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much because me and trying to do all this technique. Now you know I can't do all them transitions if I can't even get this going. Trying to do all them transitions in my video. But yeah, so that's kind of all I want to talk about. And I hope to see y'all in the masterclass. And just make sure you know that that's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the kind of stuff that I do and what I do and that type of stuff. But as long as you already monetize, you can always add some stuff in. We're gonna talk about all that type of stuff when we get, when we get it together. We're gonna have all that stuff ready. If you have questions, go ahead and have them written down. So when you come, then you can ask the questions when we get in there. I'm gonna cover everything I'm gonna cover in the first hour. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, O to the Moon. Is it O to the Moon? Oh, well, congratulations to Stephanie. Congratulations. Hey, 100K. Hey, 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 hey. Now that's a celebration. Now, what if I would have said, Now look, what if I would have said, she look at Stephanie, she thinks she all that. She done got 100,000 views. She thinks she all that. Now see, you don't want that kind of stuff in your world. You want to be around people that's gonna celebrate your success. Because you want to get 1 million views on each video. You want to get, you want to get around people, you know what I mean? You want to get around people who are doing just as good or better so that when you have a success, a breakthrough, a win, people can celebrate with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to be around. When I first got my car back in early 2012, the first luxury car I had ever got. I had all the Mustangs and all the Lincolns and all those kind of cars. I had all those kind of cars and all of that. But the first BMW type car, I was around people who thought on a higher level, and I was around people who were saying, "Oh, the maintenance is so expensive. Oh, this and that and that and this," and they was kind of talking me out of it. I was kind of getting to where I was kind of getting afraid to go get it. I had it on my vision board. I had already said that this is what I want. I had already put it up there, and I had been looking at it for it took me like 4 months to really start getting it together. No, I think it took me 5 months. I think it took me 5 months. And then I started talking. I started talking to somebody that had never had one. Oh, well, you know that the maintenance or something happened to it, and the maintenance gonna cost it. And I was like, oh man. So I started saying, well, maybe I'll just get me a Nissan Altima. That's what I started saying. I started saying, well, but I work for this. My business is making this. I deserve this. This is what I want. I should be able to get what I want. But I'm listening to somebody that's saying, oh, well, the maintenance gonna cost it. Something happened to it. And I started getting that negative vibe. They didn't know that they were bringing me down. They were talking me out of it. I'm like, I don't even want this no more. Maybe I should just get a Nissan Altima. And my son said, Mama, that ain't what you said you wanted. And I'm like, yeah, but so and so said that the maintenance. And then I started talking to my other friend, and she already had Benzes. She had been having Benzes and all this. See, I hadn't been having Benzes and all this. I've been having Mustangs, and I've been having sports cars type thing. The stuff that I like. That's what I was getting. But then now I want to taste a bit of this luxury, so I want to be. And then she was like, well, if you make enough money to if you already getting blessed, you're gonna be able to get it fixed if anything do happen. You know what I mean? Like, but some things could be so negative, it could bring you down. And next thing you know, you saying, "Well, I just get a Hyundai." You know what I mean? Like, it could bring you. Now you don't even want the same thing no more because of what you done been exposed to. These people done brought you down, and now you don't even desire to have what you know that you're supposed to have no more. So you got to be careful of that. And they didn't do it on purpose. They were doing it because of where they were and what they think is right. They trying to do something they think is the right thing to do, but they talking me down. It's bringing me down. It's deflating me. It's discouraging me. It's not encouraging me. You know what I mean? So you got to think about that kind of stuff because the stuff is really real. The stuff is really real. And then I had some when I did get it, and my son got his Cadillac and all this. We got our stuff at the same time, and cause he works in the business with me, and he was doing leads and all that type of stuff with me. Then one of my friends came over. We lined our cars up out there, and we took pictures of all our cars. That's people. You need people that's gonna celebrate with you. You need my friend bought his Porsche Panamera over. He was like, "You inspired me to get this," and then he turned around and got something else, and it said I inspired him to get that. But my friend bought his Maserati over. We all taking pictures with. I was in the luxury car club at the time. I done got myself in the luxury car club. All my friends with their nice cars, they bringing them, and we all taking pictures with our cars. They celebrated with me. Nobody didn't say, "Oh, you think you all that? You think you this?" Nobody didn't say that. The person that was bringing me down, they weren't doing it on purpose. They were still happy for me. They just wouldn't. They was just trying to save me. You know what I mean? You know how when people trying to help, but they don't know that they really hurting. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Stop telling me what, and you ain't me. Stop telling me that. But it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't intentional. So those are the type of things that we got to really be careful about because it'll stop you from doing whatever it is that you want. Now you want to have an experience. You want to do these things for your experiences. It's not because I don't care. Well, if it do break down, I got the money to fix it and go on, whatever. But And then if you were right, even if you were right, let me have my experience. You know what I mean? Let me have my experience. I want my own experience. I don't want you to tell me what your experience was. I want my own experience. So don't get into listening to when people, because they don't know no better. That's why I'm saying about the connections and type of stuff like that. It's not that somebody is trying to do it intentionally. They just, oh yeah, oh did you? Oh, Regina, please don't tell me you used to be like that. Don't tell me that, Regina. I, in 2009, me and my kids went on our first cruise, and it was just me and them. You know, it was just me and my two. So we was going on our first cruise. I tell you one thing, these people, they be trying their best to help you, but they be scaring you to death. One of my friends called me, and we were just going to Cozumel, Mexico. You know, we just going on like a 4 day, 3 night, or however it was, it's 4 days or something like that. I think it's 4 days. So we just went on that one because we going by ourselves, so we didn't want to go. You know how you used to traveling with your family, you used to doing everything with your family, but this time ain't nobody ready to go, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to experience some things because my business was picking up and taking off, and I wanted to go ahead and start experiencing some stuff. So anyway, when I was getting ready to go over there, and I got my passport and all this type of stuff. I'm ready. I'm excited, but I'm scared at the same time. And I ain't never been away from the family. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go by myself because I'm trying to live and trying to do things and stuff like that. And so, one of my friends called me. Oh, I wouldn't go over there right now. They cutting people's heads off. Like, oh man, oh, are they doing that? Now I'm like, well, the Lord knows that I'm gonna be over there. The Lord know I'm gonna be over there. He gonna protect us. But the fear that he had of not going over there, he wanted to pour it onto me and make me not go because he was afraid. And then now that it made me afraid. Now I'm scared to go. It's only me. I ain't got nobody to help fight. If I do have to fight, who gonna help me? You know what I'm saying? The kids too young, they can't help fight. My son was barely a teenager, so if he help it, ain't gonna be enough. But people will put their fear and doubt and negativity off on you. They trying to help. They not trying to hurt you. They trying to keep you from getting hit. But you can't let that stop you because if I wouldn't have did it, then I wouldn't have ever got a chance to do it like that. That was the most fun I ever had. I didn't have to be attached to nobody. I didn't have to you know how people travel in groups and they travel with all their friends. Everybody got to travel with all their friends. I don't have to travel like that. I don't have to travel with no big group of people. I can travel by myself and be okay. And I can meet people while I'm there. I had to have another friend say, I said, I can't find people that's doing what I want to do. He said, get to the ship. When you get to the ship, it's going to be 3,000 other people that like to do what you like to do. You're going to know them because you're going to be on the ship with them. Those are the type of people that like to do what you like to do. When you get where you're going, those are the type of people that like to do what you like to do. And those are the type of people I met when I got there. And then I didn't have to worry about having a group of people doing this and doing that. I could flow around and do everything I wanted to do with different, you know what I mean? Like, because I wasn't tied down to no group. You don't always have to be tied down to no group. So that's why I live by this. Elevation requires separation because I done learned so much through experience, not through what no book done taught me, not through what nobody done told me, but what I done experienced. And that's what I live by. You can't be no, you can't just tell me no anything because I already know. The Lord know I'm gonna be over there, so He gonna protect me. Cause I surely ain't got nobody to help me fight. Help me fight. But I made it back. I made it on through. So that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. And I had a good time tonight. I'm kind of glad I went live, and I'm glad y'all showed up too. And Stephanie, congratulations again. If you're here, if you're gone, still congratulations. She thinks she all that. She thinks she all that. No, I'm glad that she made that. Cause shoot, you can do that with one. You can do that with a whole bunch of them. And let's see here. And then I don't know who's still on here, but I'm just saying goodbye to everybody and have a great night. And I'm gonna close it out with this. And then I hope to see y'all on the masterclass. I think I pinned it. But I just want you to know exactly. Okay. Oh, okay, Stephanie, you still here? You welcome. And keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And Bobby Jean Lane TV. Thank you for being on here the whole time, and thank you for communicating with me. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for clicking like and telling me to pin the comment. Thank you for telling me to pin it, because if you wouldn't have told me, guess what? I would never done it. I would never pinned it because I sure wouldn't have been thinking about it. And thank O to the Moon for even getting over here being my moderator, because he over here really helping. He really over here helping and carried on, and he just doing his thing. So I think, yeah, have a good night, Regina. Thank you for showing up, and thank you for tuning in and engaging with us. And y'all, okay, I don't know when I'm coming back on, but when I come back on, I think y'all will get a notification that I'm back on. And then I'll sit and okay, thank you so much. And then y'all will get the notification, and I'll sit around about 10 minutes before I get started with the message. So y'all have a good night, and I'll check with y'all next time. Be blessed.